Hey guys, thought I'd show you the start to my latest project. This is a new tube chassis that I'm trying to build based off of the goat-built Ibex 2-seat chassis. Looking for something new to run. This one just caught my eye. It's been pretty popular on Pirate 4x4 lately. The main point of this build though was to try out a couple of new things. For one, my Thermalark 95S TIG welder. Wanted to get some more practice in on that. And second was to build this chassis off of a design template that I had created. I drew it up in CAD first, and I've got my template hanging here on the wall. This shows the completed chassis arrangement, so I can check my how the build's going overall. But what I've done is I've created templates for each individual bar. This is, bumpers, cowl, this is the eyebrow bar. What I do is I can take my steel here, and I actually take and wrap some blue painter's tape around it so that I can mark the start and end points of each bend before I take it over to my bender here. This is I think it's a BAC Industries rod bender. I got it off Amazon for under 30 bucks shipped. This is the 1/2-inch die for the bend radius. It comes with several other different sizes, so you can simply swap them on or off this pin. It holds a very tight radius, which I was pretty happy with. I am using 3/16" solid steel rod rather than tube. It would likely crush, that bender would crush tube when it's doing those radius most likely. So that is something to keep in mind. Most of my chassis have been solid rod though. But I've got several different sheets with the different templates on it. This here is the templates for my A pillar, the top bar, and then this is the C pillar. These circles here show that this template is for this bend, meaning that these two bars are in the same plane. Since this one actually, they kick out a little differently. This template is for this same piece, but just with this bend in that same plane. It is a little bit confusing, a little bit difficult, but I've actually been able to get my process down pretty well and allow this to come out. Like, I've got most of this chassis welded. However, I ran out of argon last night, so I need to try and source some more of that, but it's a Sunday and I can't pick any up today. I have never TIG welded before, so this is all a learning experience to me. Before I was MIG welding, trying to do this same process with the templates with a MIG welder, but my joints just weren't very clean and it was going to be a lot of cleanup. It just wasn't. I'm sure somebody who is more talented than I am at welding probably could have pulled it off a lot better, but this TIG welder is really coming in handy for me. So the top part of the cage though is I got those bent up last night after I ran out of gas, so these are just kind of taped on here. So what I'll do is I'll take this off and show you against the template. Let me remove some of this tape. So anyway, so we'll show you this one here. You can see that little red mark I have there on that tube, and that was actually to mark the start point of that bend. And you can see that then I could match my template fairly well and allow that whole thing. But you can see how that kicks up. So then after I did my first bend, I could mark my second with another little red dot, transfer it over here. Well, this is actually this tube, but and then you can see how that one matches up as well. It actually came out really well, and it was really easy to do. So that helped me a bunch. The other thing I was doing was trying out my new fab table I designed up. This was the first real process I've been doing with it, so it's worked out really well. Being able to move it around without having to work on my table itself has been handy. And then once I get to the point of setting the truck up on jigs, I can bolt my wheelbase jigs and everything to the table and go from there. I can show you the chassis here. These templates are 1-to-1, so you can see how it's matching up there. Perspective's a little hard to show, but everything's been actually matching up really closely with this based on using all these templates. So been really happy with all that so far. It's a little hard to show with the video, but everything's on track, and I think it'll turn out well in the end. I'm happy with how this is going, and hope to be able to finish it up in the next few days as far as the base of the chassis. Then I'll be able to mock up the drivetrain and try out and or set all my suspension mounting points and things like that, and then get to work on the little details. I bought another Wraith the other day from a friend of mine, and I'll be using its drivetrain as the donor for the most part. Some pieces will be coming out of my old Wraith. Since it's getting the new Vanquish Curry axles, I'll probably use my old Vanquish axles for it. There's my other Wraith chassis. I'm working on the new front end suspension setup for it. Those are my CAD templates there. I'll have those pieces all CNC plasma cut soon, like I did for the rear shock mounts. So there's these are my old Wraith axles, and like I said, since my other Wraith is getting the Curry axles, some of this might find its way into this new build. But other than that, bits and pieces of this one will find their way over. I tried to put it up for sale the other day and didn't get offers that were close to what I was asking, so I figure I'll just use it and have some fun with it. So anyway, that's my latest project. Just a lazy Sunday. Thought I'd show you guys what I was working on.